This is the Fun Plaza's little snack station here, Fun Plaza Arcade. So here's some of the prices you'll expect. A little steep in my opinion, but you know what they say, vacation prices. This brings up a good question or a concern of the locals, really. This is a vacation town, so people come here on vacation, and you know, there's this thing when you're on vacation, you're apt to spend a little bit more money. So things are a little bit more expensive so that these vendors can make, you know, the most profit possible. But remember that the people who live here locally, they're on a everyday, Monday through Friday budget. We're not on vacation budgets. So some things in town are a little more expensive than the locals would like or would prefer to spend. So it makes it slightly more difficult for the locals to afford fun things because, like I said, we're on a Monday through Friday budget, not on vacation. There's a little pizza sub Euro gyro station here called Abraham's, and I've heard a lot of really good things about it, but I haven't tried it yet. So if you have tried it, let me know. Comment down below if this is a place you've been to or you frequent when you come here, because I'm interested. I just need to order me something one day instead of just talking about it. That is Pier 14 right there. That is our destination today. I just want to point out while we're here, this is Riptides, one of the newer restaurants here on Ocean Boulevard, and they are expanding in some form or fashion. And if you're interested in Riptides, I have a video of this restaurant and the experience actually set right about there. I'll put a link to that up in the corner or down below so you can check that out. But like I said, off to the pier for today. If you're wondering how to get here, this is on the boardwalk. So Skywheel, just head north and you'll find your way to Pier 14. Ronald Reagan? Wait a minute. This is like, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but that is legitimately a Ronald Reagan mask. Like, the lighting is terrible, but that is a Reagan mask straight out of Point Break, in my opinion. So.
Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
So this is our seat, and this is our view. And there are active dolphin pods right now. This camera really doesn't pick them up, but they are out there. You can see them with your naked eye. But just as an idea of the kind of view you're going to get at the pier. You can see the construction at Riptides really well from here. It's hard to see, but that is a jellyfish, a couple of jellyfish down there. Right there. Be careful when you're walking up and down the beach because it's common to find dead jellyfish sitting in the sand. If you look way out there, you can see the observation tower of the Gay Dolphin. You used to be able to climb up there and get a good view of the Ocean Boulevard, but they've closed it off. Not sure why. I assume maybe the catwalk's structurally unstable. But if you're on the pier, you can actually see that observation tower from here. So if you eat at the restaurant, you automatically gain access to the pier. Otherwise, you'd have to pay $1 to access this area. At that time, you can order a drink from this bar right here and sit in these chairs, or make your way this way to do some fishing or just sightseeing, really. From the pier, looking north, you can see right there, that was Banditos. It's now called the Boulevard building, which the new Banditos is located within. It's a small cantina style restaurant, and next to that is one of the tallest buildings in the city, not open yet, soon to be opened, Hilton. So from the pier, as you can see here, you get quite the view, not only of the water, but of the surrounding buildings and attractions that are just, steps away. And that pier down there, that's the 2nd Avenue Pier, way in the distance there. It's kind of cool that from one pier you can see the other. That building there, I have several videos on that building. Previously, it was a full-on restaurant, which was torn down. I have videos of that prior to its demolition, so you can kind of hit the rewind button when it comes to time and see what used to be there. And I have a new video of the new Banditos Cantina. I'll put a link to that down below so you can check that out. Also, this tower next to it, this Hilton Tower, I have several videos of the construction over time as they've been progressing on the building. At one point, I think one of my very first videos is before anything structural was ever installed, so it might be kind of cool to check that out. Now, if you want to really go back in time, I have a video of the old hotel that used to sit on that property. I have a dare I say, an abandoned tour of that hotel prior to its demolition. So go back in the channel's history and you'll find all sorts of good stuff when it comes to documenting what was in this area versus what is here today. And I also have a video on that Starbucks that's in that Boulevard building as well, so check that out too. There used to be some observation binoculars here, but they're gone. And now jerks are using it as a trash can. Good job, jerks. But yeah, those were kind of cool because you could look through these binoculars across the water to the other pier and actually see other people using those binoculars looking back at you. Kind of a cool effect. All right, so let's talk a minute about the food as we just take a look around. I ordered what was called the massive fish sandwich, which was, from what I could tell, cod. It was fine, nothing amazing to write home about. Perfectly acceptable, especially for the price and for this view that you're getting. Also ordered was the crab cake sandwich, which was about the same, acceptable. Nothing that would blow you away, but also good, generally good. So really, my really broad opinion / review of the Pier 14 restaurant is it's a good restaurant. But you're not coming here for the food, you're coming here to see this view. This absurdly nice view, especially a day like today, where the wind is not too bad. So you're not getting that crispness from the wind, and the temperature is fine. And really very, very few clouds over land. Over the ocean, it's a little misty today, so you can't really see the horizon that well, but on the land side, it's a really nice day. So I would, since I'm here looking at Pier 14 with riptides behind it, I'll just give you an honest opinion and say I would rather eat again at Pier 14 than riptides. So take that with a grain of salt and keep that in your back pocket when you're deciding on restaurants while you're walking up and down the boulevard. And again, like I said earlier, I do have a full video on riptides, so you can kind of get a peek into that restaurant and see what I mean when I say I prefer Pier 14 versus riptides. If you're ever wondering where you are while walking up and down the boulevard, these columns here actually tell you what street you're at. So this is 13th Avenue.